Hopefully changing the thing helps. Hello everybody. I do apologise to those I missed talking last time, but my Twitch thing did not work. It really did not want to work. And to beat that, I'm going to go onto Twitch on here and go straight into the managing bit. Nope, shut the person. There we go. Right, and now tap on myself. If I keep tapping on myself, tapping on the thingy board, etc, etc, I'm sure. Yep, there we go. Haha, brilliant. Right, like I said, we're here with Tokyo Dark. I'm a bit late arriving because I just didn't feel, just didn't feel into it and that, just having one of those moments where you're just not, I hope you understand, I just wasn't feeling it. Oh, bloody hell, it actually loaded up this time. There you go. Silly thing. Anyway, here we are with Tokyo Dark. Let's continue. Like I said before, I'm not going to run through every single ending on the stream, because we've got a lot of games to go through. And currently there's not many, let's have a look in the, cat place. Is she here yet? No? Okay, never mind then. Okay, never mind, she's not here yet. Never mind. Let's enter the cat cafe, bother the cats. Anything I can do? No more secrets. No cats to pet? No, okay. Alright, so what am I missing? I think there's only one person on the street that I haven't actually spoken to. Doesn't look like he's around. Okay. Alright, let's talk to this random guy. Oh yeah, they'll probably enjoy messing with a mouth breather like this, but I doubt he'd know anything about Pop Idol's arena. I should move on for now. Okay, then the only other option we have is to go up here. The elevator is out of service. Well, he assumes so, but... Arcade! Hi! Hi, sorry to bother you. Right, I'm Ayami. What's your name? Me? I'm Malka! Whatever you want, make it quick. I'm kinda waiting for someone, so... Alright, I'll cut to the chase. Can you tell me anything about this photo? Oh, what decade is that dress from? Wait, glow sticks? Uh-oh. This isn't some idol thing, is it? If you're from some modelling agency or whatever, I'll tell you right now, there's no way I'll wear that kind of gothic Walliser stuff. Well, this is going off to a good start, isn't it? No, nothing like that. I'm an investigator of sorts. I'm less interested in the fashion and more about the girl herself. How should I know? Idol stuff is so boring. Hey, are you like the investigators on TV? Did the girl cheat with some guy's wife or something? That's so exciting! Know what you should do? You should totally ask the collector about that photo. What kind of collector? No, the collector! It's the name he gives himself. Guy knows everything there is to know about there. My friend Akane told me about it. If that girl's in Akihabara, I bet he knows about it. Why? Is this guy an expert at idols or something? No, weren't you listening? Like I said, he knows everything! Which jobs are employing foreigners illegally? Who's behind their rent? Hell, he even knows which capture machines have the rarest stuff! At least that's what I heard. No offense, but why would some high school girl need information like that? Well, it's complicated. Kittie works around here part-time, and there was a customer who used to come in and kind of obsess over her, you know? A real creep. Before long, he was following her home. She complained her boss wouldn't believe her, so Kane asked the collector to give her something to make the weirdo go away. And he did. Sure did. He gave her a photo of the guy that she mailed to the creep's wife. Let's just say it was incriminating. What did he get out of it, this collector? Why don't you ask Akane herself? She's out with someone right now, but should be back in any minute. Thanks, Mocha. I might just do that. There we go, investigation has gone up. You gotta improve those stats. Especially as it seems. I wasn't doing anything about Rena, but every time I brought her up, I heard the same name over and over. The Collector. It was the only clue I had, and I knew that if I was going to get any further in the case, that was the thread I'd need to follow. I already talked to these guys. Oh yeah, we've already gone urban legends, blah blah blah. The elevator that they think is either an eating vampire or it's an Akibara vampire nest. Didn't seem to remember that conversation, but never mind. Let's check to see if she's actually in there this time. Yes, Minyan, back so soon? Hi, Minyan, back yet? I was hoping to ask her about the dressmaker you mentioned earlier. Oh, well, she's here, but, well, the thing is, I don't think she'll be able to talk. Something powerful has happened. Powerful. Powerful! It's really bad. How bad are we talking? Monumentally, horrifically terrible. Ayaman! The perfect storm of soul-crushing existential dread. Oh, Ayaman is so kind-hearted. Maybe she'll talk to you. Wait here a moment, please. Oh, yeah. Stiff. You're right, I heard something bad happened. Bad, maybe. Not happening. Maybe I can help you? I don't want to talk about it. Every time I think about him, I just want to go into the back and cry. Try and relax. I'm a police officer. I'm sure I can figure out a way to make this better. Police? Well, it's Samuel. Samuel? Who's he? A distant relative of yours? Your boyfriend? Did he hurt you? Run out with your money? Samuel Cuddlesworth. He's my best friend. He's missing. Samuel Cuddlesworth. Okay, I think I see what's going on here. Her ultra rare, one of a kind kitty plush, Mistress Sagami-chan. These things don't grow on trees, you know. A teddy bear. You lost a teddy bear. A plush! Samuel Cuddlesworth and a teddy bear. He was an ultra-rare cat plush. Oh, cruel world, the hideousness of the cosmos laid bare before my very eyes. How did I think you'd misunderstand? No one understands. I'm all alone. We're all alone. And then we die. So. Oh, I hate seeing her like this. I don't think she'll be of much use to society until she finds a replacement for her beloved Cuddlesworth. Thanks for listening, Ariane. While you're here, want some pancakes? Should we give pancakes again? Or, yeah, find the plush. Listen, I can't promise you a rare, plush as Samuel Cuddlesnipe, but I will find you something, alright? Cuddlesworth! Samuel Cuddlesworth, the second twice removed, actually. Why are you looking at me like that? There's a reason I'm looking at you like that. Bloody hell. I wonder if it's in here. Oh, I could ask around. Oh look, I can ask you about the collector. About the collector you mentioned earlier. The cat breeder? Oh yeah, sure, but he's not. But now's not a good time. Tomo keeps throwing up and pooping a lot. I worried he might actually be sick. I don't know what to do. When did this all start? This day his tummy seemed really upset, but I didn't think much about it. This afternoon he really started to explode, if you catch my drift. I don't get it though. Nothing in his diet has changed. That does sound odd. What's he eat normally? Oh, you know, the usual stuff. Sashimi, mostly. Sashimi? Sashimi? You're joking, right? No! Of course not. Why would I joke about that? You can't feed a cat sashimi. Of course you can. In the wild, cats catch the fish right out of the streams. It's the same thing. No, it isn't. That's not exactly the same. I have a cat and I bet you feed it the store-bought foods with all the extra vitamins and minerals added in, right? Well, yeah. Ha! Sucker! You've bought into the corporate lies about pet health. Kitties can't be healthy eating that chemical swill. Chemical swill? Well, my cat's also not puking everywhere, so... Sorry, I guess you're right. I got a little carried away there. I didn't mean to be rude, especially since you're only trying to help. That's alright, your cats do seem pretty healthy. Was there anything different about today's lunch order? Now that you mention it, I usually only order one box from Soichi, the sushi vendor next door. But for the last few days, I've received 2 boxes. I didn't really think anything of it until you mentioned it. Oh, what do I know? What do I do? Say, you don't seem too busy. Why? Why don't I seem too busy? I am busy. I am very busy. Do I have a face that says, please give me errands? Well, no, but you're a fellow cat lover and you seem so nice. It would only take a second to talk to Soichi. Honest, I would, but I can't leave the store. I can't even think straight about the cat collector or anything else until this is off my mind. Please go talk to him. I'll talk to him. I'll have a chat with this Soichi and see what he says. Thanks, a lifesaver. Professionalism and investigation. I need to get more professionalism because I'm running down with it. See what I mean? Professionalism is getting down and down. I need to improve that a bit. There we go. Oh, seriously, I wonder if you could set up recurring lunch orders, maybe twice a week or something. Yeah, that's no problem at all. We do that kind of thing a lot for the business around here. Why do you ask? I was just in the cat cafe next door and saw one of your boxes, and work's been moving here in a few weeks, so I thought we'll see what our options are. You came for the Chica's place, huh? Yeah, she had a standing order with me for years. I'm surprised a woman so small could eat 2 whole boxes. 2 boxes? No, her order is only for 1. If she was ordering 2, I'd suspect she was feeding it to a cat. Ha! Yeah, that would be crazy. Anyway, do you normally deliver them yourself? Suchika's right next door and a sweet lady, so I always try to do it personally. That said, when it gets a bit hectic, I ask some of the other regulars around here to run it up for me instead. If you see Suchika, make sure to give her my regards. I'll try to go there next time. So, about the standing order you wanted to set up. Oh, I need to think about it a bit more. I'll get back to you later. Thanks for the help. A little sketchy maybe, but definitely not a cat poisoner. Finding who supplied the second box would lead me to a suspect. He didn't say who the regulars were, so I'm gonna have to do a bit of investigating. He's not around, so I can't question him. I think this is a foreigner, he probably... Cats? No, I don't like cats. Have an allergy, understand? Lunch? I'm not interested, thank you. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Randomly accusing him. Ah, tiny ramen shops like this, so one bring me back. When I was a student, I used to go in the ramen shop and get a bowl once a week. It was my own private ritual. The elevator is still shut. Let's see what's in here. Oh god. Nah, I'm not gonna bother asking about the collector again. Oh god, look at this. Can I see the side to see if I'm doing it right? Oh, come on. Woohoo! Cat toy! Oh, I can't play it more to get the other toys. Damn. Oh well. That could have been quite fun otherwise. Huh? Yeah, sure, they're alright. I used to have a cat growing up. Shit, okay, well he's probably not the poisoner. You won't catch me dead in a place like that. I hate cats. Every time I see one, always trying to scratch me. Probably because it knows you're evil. Oh, that's a weird thing to ask. Hey, about the convenience store. Why? I am going to accuse you! What the hell are you talking about? What cats? Why would I do something like that? Well, you just said you didn't like cats. Asshole. Asshole. Can I ask any more questions? No? Shit, okay. Because I thought if I could ask her if she knows that chap comes in or not, he might be lying to me. Oh, you're asking me on a date? When I'm on the clock, I usually get a box of sushi from Sushi down the street. Okay. Then you must be the poisoner! Huh? How would you? Wait. It's not what you think. I rented the apartment above her shop and the furballs are always yowling all night. The nut job owner gives them sashimi at lunch, so I added some laxatives to it, that's all. I wouldn't seriously hurt them or nothing. Yeah, I'm sure putting drugs into food for animals is perfectly safe. A little cleanup is fair payback for the cats keeping me up day after day. That woman's ruining my damn life and doesn't care. I know I'm not the one who thinks that either. She should be glad it was me who taught her a lesson and I'm not someone else. Alright, fine, I get it. You were at the end of your rope. Thing is, I'm kind of a cat person and I'm kind of a cop. Consider this a warning. Fine, whatever you say, lady. Alright, this may not surprise you, but upstairs neighbour isn't your biggest fan. Takumi! That little rat! What do you do? Is Tomo going to die? If he does, I'll wring his little neck! No, it's only some laxatives in the food. I think he wanted to ruin your day, not harm the cat seriously. Oh, thank goodness, I'm so relieved. If it's laxatives, Tomo should be fine in a day or two once it clears out of his system. What a scumbag. What's his problem? Most of the cats have been keeping him up all night. A few weeks out A few weeks of that and anyone might crack. You're right. I'm so used to it I don't even notice, but I'll get a contractor to come out and see about finally soundproofing this place. That would help. Tomo, you nearly made my heart stop. I'm glad you'll be okay. Now the woman's just behind us. Could you return the discussion by the collector? Of course. I only visited her once. I wanted to add a very rare Bolognese breed to the cafe. After searching for weeks, I was convinced it was nowhere to be found in Tokyo. Just when I'd given up hope, I got an email out of the blue from her saying she had a breed I was looking for and could come into her shop. Suffice it to say, I was ecstatic. Business was doing alright, so I had some money to spare too. Only she didn't want money. She wanted Panda. Panda?
Huh?
She wanted a panda? No, Panda was the name of the old cat I had. She was nothing special, an old mixed breed who moved to Tokyo with me when I started up. I doubt I would have started this business if it wasn't for him, but he was also really old and having some health problems. The collector said she'd take care of him, give him the best medical care, feed him the best food. Sounds sketchy to me. Panda's last days would be in complete comfort. In exchange, she'd give me the Bolognese kitten for free. I thought it was the right thing to do. But Panda was family. But what kind of person am I? I gave him away. I miss him so much. I tried to go back and give the kitten back for Panda, but the 3 cranes outside of her shop were gone, and I never saw her or Panda again. That's all I remember. Sorry, remembering Panda always makes me sad. Thanks for the help. I should get back to work. Interesting. Don't eat fish. I've got a replacement for you. She's beautiful. Where did you find her? I deem you Countess Belinda Fluffstuff. Thank you, Nyan. Lady Belinda isn't Samuel, but I suppose one must learn to move on from those things. Wow, that was quick. Anyway, since you're feeling better, can you tell me what you know about this collector now? Of course, Mr. Yamajan. I heard she studied fashion design in France and then came to Japan. She knows everything there is to know about Akiba fashion. She designed the maid costume I have on right now. She didn't ask for money? Strange. How did you find her? Well, you probably won't believe me, but I spend a lot of time outside here promoting the cafe. Sometimes I notice the signs would flicker. The images of them would change. I can see from the mistress' expression she does not believe me. It's true, I swear on my 9 lives. She shows you what you want on the sign, like an invitation to trade. Then, when there's 3 paper cranes outside her shop, you go down and she shows you what she has. Her taste is impeccable. She's never wrong. Listen, I get that maids are supposed to play along with fantasies and all that, but this is kind of hard to swallow. But it's true, Yamilan. Supposedly, she got some local computer hacker type to give her access to some of the signs in the area remotely. I think the other shop owners here don't mind because it only happens occasionally, and the stories probably bring in more business than the signs themselves. Am I missing something here? How does she know what you want? Ayaminyan, you're supposed to be the detective, not me. I bet she's got webcams everywhere so she can see what the girls are wearing and try to bait them in. That just sounds creepy. It's a small group of people who know the rumour to begin with. Anyway, it's like subliminal advertising. Nyan! Nyan? What's wrong? No, it's not like that. It's not like what? This dress, the one she made for me, it was exactly what I wanted. The bells, the stitching, everything, down to the last detail. Everyone always assumed I had it commissioned, but I never told anyone the truth because I was scared. Somehow, she knew exactly what I wanted, and all she asked for in return was the old handmade dress my mother and I made together. An amazing deal, right? But something wasn't right about her and her shop. I mean, Who has a shop that's 4 levels deep in the basement in a room with no other customers? I feel like some sort of criminal, even though all I was doing was getting a dress. And you know, that dress, the one I gave up, it was cheap, the stitching was subpar, and there were patches all over it from all the times I had to repair it. Despite all that, I wish I'd never given it away. Sometimes I think I should try and give it back, but the truth is, I'm afraid to. I don't want to go back there. Sorry, and I kinda got a little serious there. That's everything I know, though. Thanks again for getting me Lady Belinda. No problem. Don't go losing her now. Now, how about those pancakes? Oh, no option anymore. Oh well. Those pancakes were adorable. Two cranes. I can't believe those rumors are true. Assuming everything's in line to me, there's one more to go. Hello again, this must be the fun I heard about. Akane, right? Yeah, but if you open your eyes for literally 2 seconds, you'll see we're a little busy right now. Go away! Sob. Let's see, what's wrong? I don't know you. What do you care? If you tell me what happened, maybe I can help. She's fine. One of her customers is an asshole, that's all. Customer? Don't look at her like that. It's not what you think. I work at one of the JK cafes around here. They want high school girls in uniform to serve food and play games and stuff. Nothing weird. Weird. Usually the customers want to hold my hand or pretend to be my teacher. Sometimes they buy me things. It's harmless. Yes, I'm sure it's very harmless. It doesn't bother you that these customers who hold your hand are mostly middle-aged men. Hey, you don't know her. Don't act all high and mighty just because you're older. It's better than working in some shitty restaurant or at a convenience store. Fine, you're right. I can judge you, but obviously something isn't working out if she's crying on this. I already told you, one of her clients is an asshole. Kenny, right? Why didn't you tell me what happened? I don't get him. It was nice to me, but then I said I wouldn't go into his dirty sewer with him, and he snapped and threatened me and told me I was an ugly little girl. Oh, it's not that creep again, is it? It's that bloody creep again, isn't it? Wait, back up. Did you say he tried to get you into a sewer? He's just a fat, disgusting old pervert. I never want to see him again. He was so nice before and would hold my hand and say how pretty I was. Why would he say all these things? Fat old pervert goes to the sewers. Yep, there's no doubt about it. This client of yours, I know him. You know him? Make him stay away from Kane. In fact, make him stay the hell away from Akaba. Before you said you wanted to know about the collector, right? What about this? You make it so me and Akane never have to see this fat, four-eyed pervert face again. I'm going to tell you everything you want to know. Well, do we have a deal? Deal. If we're dealing with who I think we are, then I'll be more than happy to help out. Really? Thank you. I think I heard him say he was heading to a club in Shinjuku before he left from the train station. That's improving the professionalism. Good, good, good. Alright. Shinjuku. The dirty underbelly where we first started. Oh look, I've gone from 80 followers to 79. Oh wow. The street's creepier than I remember. Oh crap! You know you're bad for business. Don't worry, I'm not planning on staying long. Where's Goto? Goto? You sweet on him all of a sudden now? I'm not messing around. You've seen him. Yes, saw him outside the bar 15 minutes ago. Where was he heading? Where do you think? Towards his favourite love spot with some little thing in tow. Believe it or not, I didn't think to follow him beyond that. Better be quick. With all you cops hovering around, I doubt he'll stay there for long. Thanks for the help. Charge! That's it. Move the 2 poles. 2 bars that are fake. Well, they're not fake, they're not set in properly. Oh, for fuck's sake. There he is. Oh, if it isn't my favourite detective. Suppose I should thank you. Ever since that night, this place got more of a dangerous appeal. Detective? You called the cops? I'm getting out of here, you creep. Bitch was a prude anyway. Would barely let me touch her. You're not a prude though, are ya? Now that we're alone, why don't we start from where we left off? Don't look at me like that. She's 16, old enough to know what she wants. As adults, we could do whatever we want, right? Oh, you pig. The sewer, another standoff. Felt so familiar. You know what? I'm sick of this asshole. Minus 10 sanity. Go's eyes went wide as I leveled the gun. Never had it occurred to him that this might happen to him. His whole life he'd walked around like a king, abusing girls because he felt it was his right. I made sure he'd never hurt anyone again. Kapow! Oh, I guess maybe I should have left the gun in the police station. Whoops! When I came to, I saw Goto's body. The blood around him had already darkened, his corpse cold. Yeah, well, he's fucking dead now. Who's laughing now? No, I can't go down there. Oh. Well, I've certainly made certain that that guy won't bother her anymore. Yeah, throw body in the well. I managed to drag Goto to the edge of the well, and with a final grunt, I pushed him in, his body making a sickening crunch on the stone below. Oh. Well, that's not good, is it? Should be hearing voices like that. Oh well. Wasn't very professional though, was it? Nah. Tempted to check in with him again, but never mind. Right, he's never gonna bother her ever again. Never again. I'd say I'm playing this character a bit more like, oh, you're back, you don't look so good. I'm fine, Goto won't give you any more trouble. Seriously? How'd you convince him to stop? That doesn't matter, forget him. Jeez, remind me not to get on your bad side. I guess we owe you, huh? Not if you're old of your end of the deal. Tell me everything you know about this collector. He knows everything! So I've got this theory, right? I think he's some sort of hacker, shutting himself in his room day in and day out. He! Previous few people said it was a she. Having all kind of dirt must be great though. Not to mention he must be loaded. The collector isn't interested in money. If you didn't pay him, then how did you get the picture? Okay, you told her? I told you that was private. Well, since you know anyways, when that client started following me home, I was desperate, so I asked the collector for something that would make him stop bothering me. In exchange, he asked for only one thing. what he asked for. I used to carry a photo of my dad on me all the time. He died when I was 7 years old, and I never told anyone I had it. Somehow he knew. In exchange for that photo, he gave me the incriminating photo for 3. What choice did I have? I was scared, but what? Ever since then, I feel like I forgot my dad's face a little bit every day. It gets more and more fuzzy. Why don't you go back and get it? The shop is right under this arcade. You can get to it through an elevator, but I never found him again after that day. The elevator doesn't work normally. I tried. You know, just to see. He controls it and leaves a sign that's when it's turned on. What? You never told me that? I didn't want you going in after him, okay? He's dangerous. Listen, I appreciate everything you did for me, really. But don't go after him. Something isn't right with him. I appreciate the concern, okay? There's no need to worry about me. I'm sure I've come up against a lot worse than him. Look for 3 paper cranes hanging from the elevator. If you see them, you'll be able to go down. That's all I can tell you. Thanks, stay safe you two. Serve and protect. I certainly did. Ooh, this is new. This doesn't seem right. Doesn't match the descriptions I got at all. What's that? Who's there? Rena? Is that you? Huh? Who's there? Look around you. Interesting, isn't it? It's said the cranes can grant a wish. What is it you wish for? I've never been one to believe in wishes. Are you him, the collector? Collector, Crow, one of many names given to me over the years. Ah, but you've no time to waste on such boring, trivial things as instructions. Don't you want to know who I am? Oh, I know who you are, Detective Ito. Or should I say, investigator? So hard to keep straight. I suppose it's irrelevant what you call yourself now, as long as you've arrived exactly where you need to be. Something's different. Yes. What is it, I wonder? Ah, that's it. You're like me, after a fashion. You see things differently from those around you. The world is not so solid and unchanging as it is for them. Things bend, they break. Am I wrong? No, nothing's been the same since Kamakura. Yes, of course. The girl you murdered, Reina. Was that your fault? No, it wasn't. Something made me, yeah. Then you are a puppet, dancing at the end of your strings to a tune you cannot hear? No, that's not what I said. I'm no one's puppet. Are you sure, Detective? Do you really feel like everything you've done is under your control? There's some mysterious person playing your game. When faced with the impossible, you're so certain that every choice you make is your own? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they're made for me. Which is easier, I wonder? The knowledge that the cause of all your suffering and your joy is of your own doing, or someone else's? I don't have time for this. Ah, of course. Our conversation was tilted towards the philosophical, but you are not here for philosophy. You want something more tangible. I want information, facts. No, it is my business to know what people desire, and that is not what you seek. What is it you want? Truly. Tanaka. I want to know what really happened to him. No, it's not only that. I want to know what's happening to me too. Nothing makes sense anymore. I'm tired of chasing after clues that lead to dead ends. Perhaps I can be of some help to you. But first, please indulge me. I have a few questions. I'm curious, so curious. You're such a unique visitor after all. Yes, nothing like the others. Fine. What do you want to know? I find it interesting that someone like you would drink on the job. Huh? You mean that hostess bar 2 weeks ago? Yeah, what of it? It seemed so obvious a mistake. Why did you make it? Oh, he's judging my choices! For information. It was for the case. I didn't think I'd get information otherwise. Not that it changed anything. On the night of your partner's disappearance, you found your way into the sewer using a man. Why him? A witness saw him. A witness placed him in that sewer. Why not go directly to the source? What is this? Some sort of psych test? I came here for answers, enough of your games. It's no game, detective. I can give you what you seek. This is my price. That's it. If you wanted information to use against me, seems you've already got enough. Blackmail? How pedestrian. Simplistic. No, no. I've no interest in that. Then, what do you want? Everything I collect brings me closer to an understanding, much like you. Only the puzzle I assemble is considerably larger, and the piece you provide is well worth the trouble. Shall we continue? Do I have a choice? You've already made it. You show such little patience, detective. Surprising considering the effort you took to get here. Blood, you paid this price for entry as well. A man in the sewers. You killed him. Impossible. How could you... Fear not, detective. Your secret's safe with me. I can't speak for the rest of the city, however. The girl, Rena, she's the one you've been chasing, yes? Let's talk about her. Why didn't you shoot her again in the sewer? She was holding your dear Tanaka at knife point. Why didn't you pull the trigger? Didn't want to keep her talking. The situation was hopeless. The best I could do was to keep her talking. Learn as much as I could. Interesting. Most interesting. Though she's gone, the sleepless nights continue, don't they? You've taken your pills twice. Is that enough to make a difference? Do they help? Does it not make you question the futility of it all? Most interesting. Perhaps you've told me enough. Yes, this is most useful. I accept this trade. In return, you want... what was it? Ah, yes, that's right. A path, a way forward. I suppose it's your turn to ask the questions now. What do I ask? Yeah, where's Tanaka? In the dark, where he lives, that is, whether he lives, that is more difficult. The dark, that's not the first time I've heard that. What is it? Where can I find it? A better question is, where can it not be found? Can you not feel it around you? Following you at every turn? It pays a great mind to those within its walls. You know of whom I speak. The common thread that binds all the misery in your heart. Rena. But if that's where she is, Tanaka must be there too. The girl's thread is a complicated one. Yes, very tangled. It begins in Kabukicho and a talent agency called Omega. Kabukicho. I know it well enough. As I imagine any officer of the law would. The dark is a sacred place. It lives and breathes, changes shapes, and goes where it pleases. And it is the girl whose suffering determines its shape. Without understanding its root, you will never find your way. Or... It could tear you apart. Like it almost has already. The mask? I don't know why, but I get the hunch that you'll know what this is. Yeah, that bloody mask is creepy, isn't it? What is it? Rena was obsessed with it. It must be important, but I can't figure it out. Ah, I see. A most interesting relic. It makes people do the most fascinating things. Why did Rena want it so badly? It is a tool. Instead of living in fear of it, why not use it? It may be the key that will help you find your precious Tanaka. Though, as powerful as it is, one cannot expect to use it knowing nothing about it. You said it yourself. It all started in Kamakura. The Kawans have quite a history with that mask. The Kawanas? May? The shrine maiden girl? Her grandmother was the one who gave it to me. The very same. It gives me the creeps. Maybe I should have gotten rid of it. Don't do that! You'll never find your way without it. What are you? A dressmaker, a cat breeder, a blackmailer. Seems that no one in this town can agree on anything about you, except your name. There's no way anyone could know what you do. It's impossible. So what are you? Take a look around. Is it not familiar? Can you not smell it? The stench of corruption. I've been here so long, longer than you can imagine. Feeling the desires, the loves, the hatred of mankind flow through this place. For you, detective, I am exactly who you need me to be. Now, shall we return our attention to the matter at hand? Our trade, after all, was not for the knowledge of how it fit into your story. It was for the way to clear the... how do you put it? Ah, yes. To clear the dead ends you run up against. Let us reconsider your problem. The mask and the dark are inextricably linked. Pursuing one without the other is futile. Now you are an enemy of the dark. It will reject you without understanding it, and you will be lost without the necessary tool. How will I know when a path's been opened? Ask your puppet master. My end of the bargain has been upheld. You seem awfully eager to help me. What's the catch? Something tells me I'm going to regret talking to you. Paranoia. An unnecessary feeling. As I said, people fascinate me, especially ones as unique as yourself. You are a detective. I've only given you the tools you need to finish the job. From there... now that is the interesting part. I look forward to seeing your progress. Consider your debt to me partially repaid. The rest I shall collect at another time. Tell me, my little puppet, if you can see your strings, does your dance not continue? Until we meet again. Creepy as fuck, I'd say. And that's just left me more bloody questions, to be honest. No, where should we go? The air in the collector's basement was stagnant and heavy. If I stayed any longer, I felt like I might have suffocated me. By the time I was there, Akihabara faded away into the distant memory. I returned to the surface, put my hand up to shield my eyes from the sunlight, and listened to the people in the street. Their conversation seemed so pointless, part of a world I no longer belonged to. The busy sounds of the street swept the cobwebs from my mind, forcing me to remember everything I told the collector and everything he possibly knew. I told him so much, but did I have a choice? Maybe he was right and I was a puppet after all. At that moment, it didn't matter. The dark and the mask both belonged to a world I was now a part of. Normal methods of investigation wouldn't lead me to them. Countless paths were narrowed to two, but I had no choice but to march forward toward the leads I'd been given. If I left her come by behind, one thing bothered me. How did the collector know so much about me? Was I really so easy to read? I didn't have time to dwell on it. Kazuki and Rina were in the dark. That much had been all but confirmed, and I now had a means, however impossible, to find them. Two paths, the mask and the dark. Both were necessary, and I had to make a choice of which one to follow first. Chase out a talent agency in Tokyo's red light district, or back to Kamakura to visit Mei, the girl I nearly got killed? Neither seemed very appealing. My logical side didn't understand how either would help, but as everything around me cracked and crumbled away, logic didn't matter anymore. I had to choose, or maybe something would choose for me. Let's go here. Let's see what I can learn about the mask. Ever since that day at the shrine 6 months ago, I've been scared of this place. Something took control of me. No, that wasn't real. An old woman gave me a mask and I was sick, so I heard things. I lost control and it cost one girl her life and very nearly killed another. Even thinking of Mei Kawan and the scared look in her eyes as I pull the trigger makes me want to shrivel away and hide. I can't tell her the truth about the voices I heard, or that it wasn't my fault. She'd tell someone I was here. No, there we go. Hopefully she'll forgive me enough to help with my investigation of the mask. Wait, something's wrong. The trees. Why are there cherry blossoms? It's fall, right? Or maybe... No, keep focused. Feels like I'm trapped in that day. Now, let's say hello to the train guy again. Assuming he's still there. Oh, it's you! I was reading the papers and I saw your picture. And then I saw the picture on the TV news. And maybe the 7chan message boards after I looked you up. Yeah, that's not creepy at all, is it? I'm sorry, I was curious. I remember meeting you and couldn't believe it. It's like I met a celebrity or something. Oh, of course it's not good or anything, but you know, you never know who you'll meet in this business. Everyone always seems so unassuming. I mean, that's not to say any of it was your fault or anything. Okay, so the message boards are pretty bad. There's a lot of bad stuff on there, like, wow, World of Warcraft. Yeah, that is pretty bad. Pretty wild stuff. Are you done? Oh, right, sorry, yes. Hello again! Miss grandmother. Is Miss grandmother still in the house near here? You want to see her? Well, she is still around, I suppose. I see the comings and goings of all the people around here. I don't see her getting out much, though. Oh yes, that reminds me. When you were last here in April, did she, I don't know, give you something? I'm not accusing you, of course. I heard that there was an important artifact that went missing last spring. Kawana is old and losing her faculties a bit. Maybe she gave it to you by mistake. Can you remember anything like that? I'll keep it a secret. Oh, I see. I see. I'm sure it'll turn up. Alright, cherry blossoms. What's going on with the weather here? It's fall. Why are the cherry blossoms out? It's beautiful, isn't it? There's a species of cherry tree, the Prunus subhirata autumnalis, that sometimes blooms twice a year. At least, that's what it says online. Who'd have thought we'd have them here in Kamakura? Well, I say Kamakura, but they only seem to be in this part of town. Lucky, huh? A cherry blossom tree that blooms in fall? I've never seen it. Are you sure you've got your facts straight? It seems impossible. Impossible? But do you doubt my botany expertise? Yes, I do. Impossible would be if the seasons started reversing themselves, don't you think? Yeah, it certainly feels that way. Oh, you say something? Why the glum face? Anyway, I hope you take advantage of the weather and go for a picnic or something. The blossoms are so peaceful. Don't they put your mind at ease? Alright, finally, where's May? I'm looking for May Kana. Have you seen her? Oh, you're looking for May again, huh? Are you sure that's such a good idea? She was pretty upset about the happenings the last time you were here. I mean, I've barely seen her leave Kamakura since then. Maybe it's best you leave her alone. It's important I talk to her. I suppose she'd be at the shrine that's down the street, like usual. It's very important to this town. Don't upset her too much. We all want everything to go back to normal. I'm not leaving the area, I'm just gonna leave this place. More blood marks. Go away! No visitors! Not pass around. I remember this, I shot down that bit of bamboo. Which is about the least subtle thing a police officer could do. The cherry blossoms continued to fall as I ran towards the shrine. The scent on the air was the same as before. In front of me was Meiko Anna, still dressed in the outfit of the shrine maiden. Nothing was different. I was trapped. The fear from what that day perfectly captured on her face, as if I was viewing a photograph. I felt lightheaded. My body felt heavy. My legs resisted every step I took in her direction. When the wind blew through the branches of the trees, I heard whispers. Whether the voices were from my memories, or in that moment, I couldn't be certain. I was scared of losing control again. Oh shit. Oh no, I'm not gonna kill her. I am not going to kill her, I am going to run out the time. No! No, I'm not going to kill her. Why would I kill her? The mask. I will not bow to your choices. No, I won't do it. Kazuki said it wasn't real. He said if I took my meds, it would go away. I can't hear myself think. Please, go away, go away. Shut up, leave me alone. Who is it? Stay back. Wait, it's you, isn't it? It's you, right? What are you doing here? Because Sorry, just give me a minute. That's right, I'm here for that. I'm here to apologize to you, May. I should have come sooner, but then Reina, well, it's been complicated. Who? I guess I'm surprised that you come to apologise. I didn't hear anything from you or anyone else for 6 months. Everyone else around here just ignored me and pretend like it never happened. Ooh, bloody hell, my ears! I stopped when I touched my ear. I know you probably don't want anything to do with me. That day I lost control, or anyway, I couldn't think straight. No, I had no choice. That girl was there with a knife to your throat. I had to do it. Yeah, that's it. I was following procedure. But I put you at risk. I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me. Following procedure, huh? It's strange, isn't it? The cherry blossoms, I mean. It's silly, but every time someone comes here and says how beautiful they are, I just get so mad. It's like they don't understand my feelings at all. But that's selfish, huh? It's not like I want everyone to suffer along with me. I guess the only other one who understands that is you, Detective. Yeah, it hasn't been easy for me either. I still see Raina sometimes, and I can't help but wonder if it's real. Raina? You mean the girl who you... I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up. I know that you and your partner were only doing what you could to save me, but I wish I could have helped. I felt so helpless. At least you told me the truth. Thank you. You know, I asked Grandma about that mask, that girl, Rena was after, and she said she'd never heard of it. Typical. But it was a lie. I found one of her old journals at the shrine, and she wrote that the mask was important and had to be hidden away. Why would she lie to me? I'm sick of everyone always trying to protect me by covering everything up. Grandma hasn't been the same since that day, neither. She shuts herself up in that old house and mumbles to herself about things that I don't understand. My gut tells me that mask has something to do with it. I bet the mask is what's making the dark come out. What did you say, May? Yes? What's wrong? You look pale. This is a bit embarrassing, but let me help you. Everyone around here keeps ignoring everything, but I can't. Grandmother won't say anything and stays shut away, but I felt Takashi knows something. I always got the sense he was hiding things from me. Oh, sorry. Takeshi's my brother. He used to live here in Kamakura with me and Grandma, but he left the first chance he got. Huh? Yeah, that's a good idea. Where does your brother live now? He's an instructor at a successful kendo gym in Asakusa in Tokyo. I hear he's a big shot in the kendo world. Sounds like he'd be a good place to start with. Do you think he'll speak up to me? You can always try. He's never been very good at opening up to strangers, though. It's worth a shot. Thanks for listening to me, May. Good, no new temptation to shoot her. Shall I try again? Go away, no visitors! Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. Yeah, Eve's place, that's it. I said they was going to be in this place. Asakusa. I'm probably completely getting that wrong, but never mind. My investigation up to that point led me to believe that finding Takashi Kawana would be difficult and convoluted, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Turns out his kendo dojo was well regarded as a popular training spot for a few national champions and several of the city's police officers. The latter made me nervous. The information I was asking for was sensitive, and I didn't want word of my investigation finding its way back to HQ. A few misfired questions could end up with officers knocking on my door, or worse, Yukimura himself calling me up. I had to be cautious. Inside is the interior traditional tea shop, but it doesn't look like anyone's been there recently. Buy octopus balls! Don't mind if I do. Hello there, would you be interested in buying some of the finest takoyaki in Tokyo? This isn't the cheap stuff you buy at food stand at a festival. They will make you question everything you knew about octopus in bowl form. Who can say no to that sales pitch? Sure, I'll take some. Oishii. Nom 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 nom. Wow, you're right. This may be the best teriyaki I've ever had. Thank you, miss. Best teriyaki on all the islands. Minus the professionalism, but improved my sanity and neuroses. Hello there, is there something we can help you with? Huh? I don't speak wait, Japanese? Your Japanese is perfect. As a college professor, if it wasn't, I'd be out of a job. I'm no college professor, but I work in a Japanese software company, so I'd be in a bit of trouble too. Don't look at me. I just live here. Well, not in Tokyo, in the suburbs. Oh, I think you guys might speak Japanese better than I do. I mean, sorry, I never would have thought. Would you prefer to speak in English instead? No, I mean, no, please. Japanese is fine. Sorry, I wasn't meaning to be nosy. I guess I don't see people wearing yakuta this late in the year. Is there a festival or something? Heh, no. We come from Asakusa every year, and the yakuta become part of the tradition after a while. Guess it makes us stand out more than we already do, huh? Don't knock tradition, Tony. Admittedly, my legs are a little cold, though. This is a dojo I'm looking for. It's traditional aesthetic. Alright, let's try and be careful about this. Try and be smart. Who are you? Friend of May's? Yeah. You're a friend of my sister? You expect me to believe that? A little old, don't you think? Gee, thanks. Really? You think I wouldn't recognize you? You're the officer who was at the shrine in April who almost got her killed. And now you're lying about it, pretending to be her friend to no doubt get something from me. Shit, well, that was a bad idea, wasn't it? Don't look so shocked. Your little deception was easy to read, so. After your idiocy in Kamakura, I heard May crying over the phone every night for a month. Don't bother her anymore. Now get out of here before myself or one of your fellow officers has to throw you out. Well, that was productive, wasn't it? Shit. Well, that didn't go well. Maybe May will know how to soften her brother up. Yeah, looks like I'm going back to bother her again. What if that mask is going to make me try and kill her again? Gonna walk in there and it's going to ask me to kill her again. This creepy mask. Unless she's already dead. Run! To the shrine! Sorry to bother you, but your brother's a cunt. I think I managed to find your brother. He didn't exactly seem happy to see me. Yep, you found Big Brother, alright. He's been protector of me ever since we were little. I know I'm probably overstepping my boundaries, but would you be willing to come talk to him? I don't think he'll tell me anything on my own. You want me to help? You know, seeing you again really got me thinking. I decided that even if everyone's trying to hide it, I can't sit here and ignore what's happening. I need to understand why my family has been acting so strangely. Even my own brother is keeping me in the dark. I'm sick of it. Sure, I'll come with you, Ito. If I went alone, he'd probably pat me on the head and send me on my way. But if you're there, I'm sure he'll tell me about my parents, the mask, and everything. Are you sure that's what you want? Sometimes not knowing is better, May. No, more stupid little May. I'd rather be hurt and know than happy and ignorant. But before we go, let's check on Grandma. These days, if she doesn't know where I am, it can really set her off. Alright, let's make a quick stop at the house. Thanks, May. Kill. I said no visitors! Leave me alone! Grandma, it's me. Please open the door. May? Oh, May, it's you. Please come in. Yes, come in. Then I butt in and go, yes, I'm going to sit here as well. Wait, what is she doing here? It's okay, Grandma. She's here to help. Help? Ha! Don't make me laugh. You were supposed to help me, remember? I felt something and you were going to free me from the past. Free you? Are you talking about the mask? Do not discuss that horrid thing here. No matter how far you go, I can still feel it, like needles in my skin dragging me to it. In my dreams, I can still see that place. Have you seen it too, Detective? A dark place, where those we've lost reside. I'm so old and have wasted so much time, and yet the pain won't go away. My poor Emiko. I miss her so much. If only I could have found her. Emiko? You mean Mum? Find her? What are you talking about? She's gone. Takeshi told me she died after I was born. Yes, of course. You shouldn't be asking about such things, May. If it weren't for this woman, you'd be safe at the shrine. No, Grandma, you're wrong. I'm not safe while everyone lies to me. I'm gonna see Takeshi. If you don't tell me the truth, he will. May, listen to yourself. You must stop. Opening the door to the past will solve nothing. Ever since you were little, I've done what I could to protect you and your brother. Please, don't go down this path. You look so much like her, you know. Your mother. And you, Detective. Perhaps my granddaughter is too naive to see it, but you can't hide it from me. I know what you've seen, what you think you're able to do. But keep my family out of it. We've suffered enough. You don't know anything about me, and besides, I'm not the one hiding things from my family. Tell me, do you know the story of Izanagi and Izanami? I think I recognise those names from an anime, but I can't remember. Grandma, this again? I'm sure others are interested in hearing some old myth. Really, we should get going. Stay right there. Though I've told you this story so many times, you don't seem to grasp its importance. I think it would be of use to this woman to hear it. Izanagi and Izanami were the first of the gods, known to us as the Kami. In legend, it was the drops of ocean water that fell from Izanagi's jeweled spear that created the islands of Japan. When they descended to our lands, they brought their love and devotion with them to the realms of mortals. Izanagi and Izanami are many children, the deities of nature that inhabit the natural world all around us. For a time, life was peaceful. However, as Izanami gave birth to Kagutsuchi, the Kami of fire, she was horribly burnt and suffered mortal wounds. As she lay dying, and faced with her mortality, new Kami were born from her suffering. Kami that hid away from the light. When Izanami passed, Izanagi was inconsolable, and in his rage, he struck down the child that killed his love. Unable to accept her death, he ventured deep underground to Yomi no Kunai, the land of the dead. Half blind and distraught with grief, he wandered in the darkness until he finally heard the voice of his beloved. Though unable to see her face, Izanagi begged Izanami to return with him. Izanami replied that she would try and ask the gods of Yomi no Kunai permission to return to the land of the living. Incapable of restraining his desire to see his love, Izanagi set his comb alight in order to look upon his lost love. What greeted him was the sight of her decaying, worm-eaten face. In horror, Izanagi attempted to flee Yomi no Kunai. Izanami, enraged, sent dark spirits to pursue him and drag him back to her. After narrowly escaping, Izanagi sealed the entrance to Yomi no Kunai with a great boulder. So you see, it is our mortality that brings suffering into the world. Yet resisting it is a perversion of the natural order. Being mortal means we must accept that we cannot control life and death. Detective, some things cannot be changed, and some doors should never be opened. We must stop. Grandma, you're talking about stories and myths. We're talking about real things. The story may be myth, but there is truth within it. Can't you see that? The things you pursue, they're unnatural, unclean. Heed my warning and stop this foolishness. I won't let you involve my family any further. First those bastards take my Emiko, then you show up. Perhaps I'm being punished for my sins. May, come here. Come here, my sweet child. We must keep you away from her. No, Grandma, I told you already. I'm going to see Takashi. I'm an adult now. You can't tell me what to do anymore. No, you can't. You can't go. You must protect our family from outsiders, Ray. You're reopening old wounds. Leave us alone. Let us heal. Heal? You think I want to heal? Can't you see how much these lies have hurt me already? You're the one wounding me, Grandma, not Ito. You're delusional. You tell us stories about Kami and spirits, then you might hide things from me too, but at least he makes sense. This time he's going to tell me the truth about everything. About Mum and Dad too. No, stop! I'll tell you how your parents, how they... You can't, can you? You've never told me how they died. The reasons always changed every time I asked. No, May, please, you must listen. They might be listening. They're still out there, and they haven't forgiven me. Can't you see? They? What are you talking about? You're insane. I'm sorry I spoke to you that way. I'll be back to check on you soon. Don't go, please. Goodbye, Grandma. Wow, that's quite intense. Izunami and Izunagi. I remember hearing those names before. Oh. I'm sorry, she's gotten worse since you last saw her. No, it's fine. What do you think she told us about that story? About Izunagi? I don't know. It was kind of creepy, wasn't it? She was talking about it like she really believed it. Come on, let's go see Takashi. Let's go! Whoa, where do you think you're going? Man, I am leaving. What of it? Oh, well, you can't. I got a call from May's grandmother and she says she's having health issues, so she has to stay. I didn't ask what they were. Wouldn't want to get caught fainting on my shift again, but I must be pretty bad if she called. May's an adult. Her grandmother can't keep her here. Let's go. No, you don't understand. You're not going anywhere. Yeah, I've had enough of this asshole. Bah! Bloody idiot. Minus professionalism. After I built it up so far. Ito, what are you doing? Is he going to be okay? He'll be up again in a few hours. Why did he stop us like that? He's never done that before. Still, you should have done that. He'll be fine. Let's go. Wait, we can't just leave him here. What if he's hurt? May, let's go. He might not be the only one who wants to stop us. But, fine, let's go. Plus, it was quite funny to punch him in the face. He was such a pain in the ass. Right, here we go. Let's speak to her brother. Hey, what are you doing here? Did she make you come? It's not like that, Takeshi. It was my idea. I asked her to come talk with you, but you sent her away. This woman almost got you killed. You expect to cooperate with her? Surely, if you need to talk to me, you can come yourself. This doesn't need to be involved. No. If I came alone, you'd just evade all my questions like you always do. Besides, there's something I need you to see. See? What are you talking about? The mask! Where did you get that? Put it away! So, you do know what it is. I knew you were hiding something from me. That's not true. I wasn't hiding it. It's not something you ever needed to know about. Besides, why is she carrying it in the first place? Wait, don't change the subject. This isn't about Ito. May, I understand you're upset with me, but we should talk about this another time. Furthermore, that mask has nothing to do with you. You're wrong. Back in April, when Maid was held at knife point by another girl, it was this mask she was after. A mask your family is connected to. Looking for it? I suppose I've been a fool to think I could keep the truth of our family's past away from you. The past? Does this have to do with Mum and Dad? Yes, and so much more. I first saw that mask when I was a child, before you were born. The truth is, it belonged to a cult called the Kamenkai, of which our parents were members. A cult? You're kidding. How would your parents get mixed up in that? I know how it sounds. I find it hard to believe myself. They were a group led by a guru named Tokimasa, who promised a simpler life away from the hypocrisy and falseness of city life. Our parents both had master's degrees, and my mother was on her way to earning her PhD. They chose to give up their lives and their careers to follow some mystic and live on a compound instead. That's not good. The Kamenkai were one of such a group back then. I was a child and didn't understand, but thinking about how our parents were deceived and what they put me and May through, it's unforgivable. The mask was on the compound, but for what purpose or what they believed could do, I don't know. Do you think there are any members of the Kamenkai left who know? No. You see, there are no surviving members. They died. All of them, including our parents. I'm sorry, I don't remember much about it. One night, Grandma came into the room where we were sleeping, saying we had to go. The compound was in the woods, so it was dark and I could barely see, but she kept charging forward with May in her arms and me dragging behind. When we were back in Tokyo several days later, Grandma told me that our parents were dead. She didn't seem sad. It was as if she expected it. The government censored much of what happened, so I was never able to learn how they died. Me and Grandma didn't speak of it, ignoring it as if my childhood and everything that happened in those woods was all a bad dream. If it weren't for her, we'd probably be dead with our parents, but ignoring it couldn't erase the anger I felt towards them. I wonder if they even cared what might happen to us. As a high schooler, I spent more time trying to find out about the Cayman Kai than I did studying. I thought that if I could understand why my parents so willingly gave up their lives and abandoned us, I'd stop feeling so betrayed. But I was wrong. Nothing I found gave me any peace. Mum and Dad died in part of some cult? I don't believe it. It's true. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I guess that in hiding it from you, I was able to hide away my feelings as well. I think for Grandma it was too painful to talk about. I believe she took possession of the shrine in order to live a simpler life. We had to keep it secret. There's no way we could live a normal life with the stigma of the Cayman Kai attached to us. I suppose keeping that secret hurt us both dearly. For me, pursuing Kendo gave me some measure of control over my life again. But Grandma, who made a choice to leave her only daughter behind, she always seemed to carry the guilt of it with her. She started going out at night, babbling about how she was looking for Mum. When she'd come home, she would have a rotten stink on her clothes. I was too scared to confront her, so I tipped off the police. They found her wandering in the sewers, holding nothing but the mask. The same one from the cult compound all those years before, the one you hold now. I was shocked when they gave it to me. I hadn't seen it for so long, and all the unpleasant memories from my past came flooding back. That was when I decided to leave Kamakura. It was the only way I could move on with my life. That doesn't account for how the mask ended up with your grandmother in the first place. I don't know how she got it. It seemingly appeared out of thin air. Or maybe someone gave it to her. She never said. I left the mask with her. It always made me uneasy. It had a strange aura about it. Oh, wait. Grandma was looking for Mum in the sewers? I don't remember any of this. You were in the dorms at your school at the time. Grandma's strange behaviour was part of why I insisted on you going to those private schools away from Kamakura. I couldn't drag you into the madness of our past. We parted ways without ever speaking of it, and she was much better by the time we returned to Kamakura. Detective, what exactly is it you're looking for? Surely our family's history isn't of use to you. I assume you've heard about what happened to my partner? This mask was there again when he died. It's more than an ornament. I need to know where it came from. If that's true, then I want to help. Your partner, he seemed like a nice person. No, May. You've helped plenty, but I have to do this on my own. Peter is right. I apologize for not telling you all this sooner, but you can't be involved in something so dangerous. I already thought I'd lost you that day at the shrine. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you now. Alright, thank you for finally telling me the truth, Takeshi. I'll head back for now. I hope you remember that I'm your sister. I may not remember the same things as you do, but we're still family. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for your help, May. You're right, May. I'll come visit soon. It looks like she's gone. May's not here. There's no need to be coy. No doubt taking possession of that mask has given its toll on you. Even in the brief time I was in contact with it, I felt an immense darkness behind it. I had such strange dreams and saw things I never would have dreamed up on my own. There was always an unusual air about it that I couldn't stand to be around. Maybe lying to May makes me a hypocrite. All I know is I don't want her getting hurt. But like you said, I don't believe that mask is simply wooden paint, though I doubt anyone else would believe us. No one ever did, except for one man. On this street there's an old tea shop, perhaps you saw it on the way in? An old historian named Yasuhisa is there occasionally. He was the only one who ever acknowledged that I said about the mask as true. If you're looking for information on that mask, he may be the best person to ask. I never pursued the topic with him, but I speak with him occasionally on other topics. His mind is a vault of valuable information. Hopefully he can shed some light you can shed some light on what it really is. I hope so. Please, Detective, be careful. So now there's some sort of messed up cult that's been involved with this mask. Let's get into the tea shop. Welcome, come in. Do sit down. No need to be so formal and stand there like a statue. How can I help you? Are you Yasuhisa? Takashi told me to come speak with you. Oh? And how is Mr. Kawana? Still prickly as ever, I suppose. I've always found him to be wise beyond his years, though perhaps not by choice. I digress. My apologies. It's the quirks that come with old age, you know. What does Mr. Kawana think I can help you with? I'm looking into a few things related to the Kamenkai, the group his family got mixed up in. Ah, a more difficult answer than you might expect. You see, there are two groups that share that name. The first, as you know, is the religious group formed by the guru Tokimasa. The second is an ancient order, over 1,000 years old. What's that you're holding? I was told it's related to the Kamenkai, the newer one, and that you could tell me about it. Ah, that explains many things, child. The far-off look in your eyes, for one. I imagine you have many, many questions. Masks are interesting, are they not? They are meant to be a disguise, and yet a mask cannot lie or contort itself to hide the truth. In that sense, it is the mask that is more truthful than the human faces we hide underneath them. I wonder how you came to be in possession of an object with such dark history. I think it might be related to a missing person, but I don't know anything about it beyond that. But that itself is the essence of history. Layers upon layers of personal connections that are continuously peeled back to their root. Relics like that one you hold often take unusual routes to where they end up. Relic? If it's from the Kamenkai cult from the 90s, then I'd hardly call it a relic. Misguided and deceptive as he was, Tokimasa was no fool. In order to gain new followers, he needed to give his cult historical legitimacy. He collected obscure objects and gave them new meanings that he could control in order to manipulate his followers. The mask was what he chose, along with the name of the group that created it. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I guess so. Only, I guess I was hoping you could tell me some other things about it. For instance? Like why, now that I'm about to say it out loud sounds silly. I'm sorry I bothered you. Don't be silly. You wonder, for example, why holding the mask seems to take you to another place. Or perhaps why you can see visions that don't seem real. Why you feel a strong will exerting itself on you. Oh yes, I know all about those things. How could you know about that? When Tokimasa was in possession of it, he believed it showed him a path to the realm of the gods. He wrote extensively on the subject. Though, unlike most, I don't discount such phenomena as the ravings of a madman when the phenomena repeats itself. Do you too look into the inky blackness and see familiar shapes in the shadows? Not shadows. I see and hear people who are supposed to be dead. I find things I couldn't possibly have found otherwise. Most interesting. Tell me, Detective, apologies, do you mind if I call you that? I don't remember telling you I was a detective. Ha! My mistake. You must forgive me. A slip of the tongue. I believe it was the way you carry yourself. Determined investigators such as yourself have such a sense of purpose in their mannerisms, you see. Yeah, right, dodgy man. And you seem rather determined to get to the bottom of whatever it is you're chasing. Tell me, Does me telling you that your experiences are not an illusion provide you any level of comfort? I'm not sure, but I do feel something. Maybe hope? It's like I've finally got a foothold on solid ground. Ah, yes. Knowledge is a light in dark places, is it not? To think a relic of such import would end up with a detective. Do you mind if I ask you something? Which do you believe? Are our lives controlled by fate, pre-measured threads that determine our deeds, our wishes, and our ends the minute we come into existence? Or, conversely, is our thread subject to the chaos inherent in our universe instead? Does it change according to our deeds, and that which happened to us seemingly by accident? Do you believe it is fate or chance that decides which threads of life are cut short and which are followed? Chance. I don't believe in fate. Yes, of course. Maybe you feel your life has been somewhat out of control as of late. Control, huh? To be honest, I don't feel like I've had much of that since the mask came to me. You said that the mask was made by the old Kamen Kai. Why? Confusing me can't be purpose of it was made for. Ah, yes. More complicated answer than you might have wished for. Indeed, it should come as no surprise that the creation of such a mysterious object is equally enigmatic. Perhaps you could do me a favour. Don't worry, it is in relation to this very topic. An important book has gone missing from my shop. If you could retrieve it for me, I feel it could shine a great deal of light on the subject. What kind of book? A book of the missing variety. I'm sorry, I jest. It concerns the mask bearer. Mask bearer? Huh. That's me, right? Although you carry it, that does not make you its bearer. All will become clear when the book is returned to me. Sounds easy enough. Where can I start looking? Oh, you needn't go far. The man who has it is right outside this building, in fact. As I said, it's not much of an errand, but I, of course, cannot leave my shop. He's right outside? This won't take long. I'll be right back. Okay, so the man who has the book that can help is, coincidentally, outside. The only person I can think of is this chap here, if he's right outside. Yeah, ask about the tea shop. The old tea shop next door? Isn't that place closed down? Closed? That can't be right. Who else do you know about it? Pure conjecture on this one, but I think it might be owned by the kendo instructor from the dojo down the street on account of him being the only one I ever see in there. You might not believe me, but I swear I saw him in there chatting away to himself. Possibly he's a little nuts. Then again, it might be some super awesome kendo meditation technique. Oh man, why didn't I think of that before? Next time I'll ask him for some pointers instead of spying on him, heh? Word through the grapevine is that he's a regional champion or something, and he's trained some of the best. Lots of cops train with him too, so he must be good. Maybe he's not so crazy. Speaking of which, I have a bit of a crazy question for you. I know you said it was closed, but do you know anything about a book taken from there? Maybe recently? I was led to believe you would. Oh geez. Go on. Like I said, the place has been empty for years. But you know, I spend a lot of time outside it, and half the time the door's wide open. So, one day a few months back, I decided to take a look around. Nothing suspicious or nothing. I was just curious as all. Curiosity killed the cat, right? Anyway, it was all dusty and old, and there was all sorts of weird stuff laying around. So I might have taken a little souvenir. I mean, it wasn't super old or nothing, so I figured no one would miss it. Besides, it wasn't for me. It was for my kid brother. That guy can get deep in the dumps sometimes, So I try to be on standby for when that happens, you know? So I figured a little gift would cheer him up. And back then he was going through some particularly tough times. His bitch wife, pardon my language, miss, had left him and taken their kid daughter with her. He still doesn't talk about it, like he's in denial or something. Whoops! Got off track. I was heading to visit him with the, ill-gotten book when I get this phone call saying he was in hospital. He OD'd on expensive sake and sleeping pills. Thank God that idiot decided to do it at the bar he owns, with the door unlocked. A customer came in and called an ambulance. If it weren't for that, I'm not sure if he'd still be here. That's quite a story. It sounds to me like he wanted to be found. Yeah, I think so too. I think he was trying to ask for help in his own way. I've known a few people like that. In any case, I took the book with him while he was in the hospital. I tried to show him that even when he was in the lowest, there was someone out there trying to do something nice to him, you know? I think it helped, for a minute anyhow. As soon as the doctors let him leave, he went right back to that toxic little bar. I hope he's okay. He's got issues, but he's my little brother and I worry about him. He's not been answering my phone calls lately. Originally, my brother's bitch ex-wife, sorry again, had the brilliant idea to put his skill to work in a cheap part of town. Oh, I think I know who this is. Despite that, he's holding on to it with everything he's got. The place is slowly bankrupting him, but he won't let it go. All he has to do is sign some paper and move on, but he can't. Something about it has its claws sank deep into him. I've been trying to get him to join me in my business for years. He's a great chef, and we could make a killing. Maybe it's not the same as owning a whole bar, but serving passers-by and getting some sunshine is good for the soul. Plus, food stands are doing really well abroad, I hear. Much better than wasting away in Shinjuku anyway. Shinjuku? Yeah, it's a slimy little side street. Anyway, if that book is important to you, he's probably still got it at his place. You want the address? Wait, I knew you looked familiar. Your brother's Daiso, right? You know him? Small world! It was probably the smile on my face that threw you off. Tell him his brother Haruto says hi. While you're at it, tell him that takoyaki stands are still the future of cuisine, and to get his butt over here, haha. I'll do that. Thanks for all your help. Let's buy some more octopus balls. Miss, I can see the glimmer in your eye. That tells me hunger. Hunger for the second order of my nationally famous takoyaki. Who, me? Well, why wouldn't I? They were amazing. Yep, the struggle is real. You think I didn't sit here in the presence of my own creations and not want a little taste? No, of course I do. They're delicious. But the extra time and effort means I don't have as many on hand and have the limit to one order per customer. But I'm your only customer. Come on, just one more taste. Sorry, no can do. There's a reason I set up in a quiet spot like this. Otherwise I'd sell out in a minute. Well, let me know if you change your mind. But if I get him on the side, then I can imagine. Where is it? Yeah, Shinjuku. Imagine if I get him on the side, then he could probably make more octopus balls, and that would also help deal with the stress and everything. There's our man Daiso. Hey, Yummy! How can I help you today? Hey Daiso, how are you? Oh, you know, same old, same old. Funny thing, I met your brother while I was in Asagura today. Haruto! You met Haruto! Yes, and he's a ninja! What are the chances? Who knows? It was pretty random. Huh, who'd have thought? So, is he still selling teriyaki at the stand? Did he say anything? He is. He said to remind you that teriyaki stands are the future of cuisine and that you should go and help him. Yeah, you talked to Haruto, alright. Always the optimist, that guy. I actually have a favour to ask you. Do you still have the book your brother gave to you a few moments ago? The only thing that guy gives me is headaches. Not sure if I can help you, am I? He said he gave it to you when you were in the hospital. Oh, what makes you think I was in the hospital? I don't even go to the hospital for checkups. Besides, that dog's bringing me stuff all the time. Always trying to drag me kicking and screaming over to where the grass is greener. This would have been more recently. After a rough patch. Maybe it was stupid to come and ask. Oh, no, it's fine. That idiot, always running his mouth. Friggin' traitor. Those were just some hard times. Nothing serious. I just drank too much is all. I'm sorry, Detective, but I don't want to talk about it. Alright, understood. I'm not here to dig up bad memories, Daiso. Thanks. You said you were looking for a book, right? Truth is, I don't remember a book. I do remember Haruto giving me an old magazine, though, back in the hospital. It was one of those ones I used to read when I was younger, when things weren't quite so complicated. Wait there a sec, I may have it in the storeroom still. Dang it, sorry, wait, hold on for a sec. Amazing how much junk someone accumulates over the years. Maybe I should throw some of this old stuff out, huh? Here it is. She's on the cover! She's on the fucking cover! It's yours, Detective. Huh. Hey, no wonder I recognise that photo you brought by. It's the same girl, an idol named Ruby. Ruby? Rihanna? No, Ruby. See? It says right here on the cover. I can't read it. Pretty crazy that it was still in my shop. Guess that means you're still looking for her. Wonder why we keep running into each other. Weird luck, I guess. I don't buy it. You're a hell of a detective. You must have a pretty sharp nose. If you say so, Daiso. Do you mind if I take this? Like I said, it's yours. About time I started getting rid of some of my old junk. Thank you. See you around, Ayumi. Take care, Daiso. Interesting. Right, back to here. Yeah, it's not a book, it's a bloody comic. Magazine, rather. Oh, welcome back, Detective. Is that my book I see in your hands? Guess I'm a little surprised. Are you trying to tell me Reina is the mask bearer you're talking about? You talked about? That's hard to believe. Does it surprise you? After all, it is she who you see in the dark, is it not? The dark. That's what the collector called it too. How did Reina get tied up in all this? I only know that somehow the girl's path and the masks collided, as if by chance. What circumstances led to this intersection are a mystery, I'm afraid. People always see history as something in the distant past, involving old men and black and white pictures. But that book and the girl are as much a part of history as the rest. The threads that connect the past to the present, the people to each other, are not always apparent. But peel back the layers of connection and the randomness of our universe neatly orders itself. A teen idol, an ancient order, the tool they created, and the detective who holds it now, all forming a neat and tidy line. Reina was some sort of idol living in Tokyo, not part of a sleeper cell of some cult. It doesn't add up. On that, detective, we can agree. So why don't we start at the beginning? To how the mask ceased to be a mere object. The story starts in ancient times in the year 1333. 1333. At that time, Kamakura was the capital of Japan. Led by the Hojo clan, it was a time of peace, prosperity, and enlightenment. Peace among men is cyclical, and like so many before them and so many after, their time of peace came to an end. The Nita clan, loyal to the Emperor Go-Daigo, led a siege against the Hojo-controlled Kamakura, taking the city as the tide receded, leaving a key passage open to the invaders. The Hojo clan fled to the caves of their family temple. For them, there was no hope for victory or escape. They chose to retain their honor. Instead of surrendering, the 870 Hojo samurai, including the last 3 regents, committed mass suicide. Fucking hell. However, the Hojo and Nita clans, embroiled in their quest for the empire, could not see the role they played in the plans of another group, the religious sect known as the Kemenkai. It is said that in the flames of Kamakura, a girl was seen wandering the streets, observing the carnage of the burning city. A girl lost to the histories by the name of Chikako Shuicho, the last survivor of the Kemenkai. Okay, so whatever this Kemenkai were trying to do, they failed. I mean, they all died, right? No, they did not fail. Everything went exactly as planned. Chikako Shijuku did not survive by chance. She was chosen. Chosen? For what? To wear that creepy mask and make you shit yourself, clearly. To receive the blessing of all the spiritual energy that so much death afforded. To become the first mask bearer. Mask bearer? The Kemenkai used the deaths of all those people to create this? Why? Legend has it that the Kemenkai sought to contain the door, a rift leading to the spiritual realm, where our consciousness ceases to be and time holds no meaning, a place where cause and effect could be changed. Why? Why spend so much human life and give up so much to do that? To stop it from being abused. Imagine being able to see the world as a god, so that the flow of time and the rules which govern our world are of no consequence. This is the power of the door. To a mortal mind, obsessed with the finality of death and meaningless accomplishment, such power would corrupt absolutely, a power over death. So a dark place was created to obscure the door and hide it from mortal eyes, along with a tool to control and see within the darkness. It's true. All of it. It sounds like a fairy tale, but it's true. Finding the door could be the key to bringing Tanaka back. Some doors, no matter how strong they call to us, are not meant to be opened, and the Kemenkai willingly gave their lives to keep it that way. The mask opens the mind to all who come in contact with it, but it is intended for its bearer. Using it to find the door may destroy you. Maybe you're right, but I could at least use it to find my way in the dark, just like the collector said. The only thing I don't get is how Reina is connected to it. That is a mystery. As Mr. Kawana told you, The last known location of the mask was the Kamenkai cult, only a few decades ago. Much was suppressed about the Kamenkai under Tokimasa. They existed, and then on March the 4th, 1996, they met their end. 1996, that's the same year about as, what's her name? There were many theories that the police killed them during their raid of the compound, or that someone within the cult had snapped and murdered the others. Nothing but conjecture, I'm afraid. The real answer lies somewhere deep within the police records, and though I remain curious, it is not something I have access to. Oh, shit. With everything I did at the police station, I don't think it'd be very good for me to waltz back in. Perhaps the best place to start is there. Finding out about the last days of the Kamenkai may help light your path to the truth. Though I wonder if such an object, bred from suffering, can truly put an end to it. It is you who can finally break this terrible cycle. Ah, I've spent a long time here. I'm tired, so tired. Farewell, detective. Is he a ghost then? Because apparently it's always empty in there. Sitting there comfortably, the historian casually laid out everything that I'd experienced. That I've experiencing, like he was reading it out of a book. A mass suicide, ancient groups, and a door to a spiritual realm. It sounds like a myth, an interesting story told to travellers in a bygone era. It's hard to believe it relates to Kazuki and Raina. I can't see it. The bridge between Kumakura Samurai and a young girl. It said Rina fit the story. She's a mask bearer. But how? Yasuisu, the collector. I thought when I'd met him, I'd entered their world and could start to understand, however, faintly. But my intuition detective tells me they're hiding something from me still. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I need to keep going. What day is it anyway? How long have I been chasing these leads? Day turns to night, hours bleed into each other. Even the seasons don't seem to follow the natural order anymore. Everything's blurring together. Ugh, my head. Maybe I should take my medication? Impossible as it seems, following the old man's hunch is my best bet to finally understanding the mask. Even Takashi didn't know what happened to the Kamenkai. Finding the police report is the only way forward. A few weeks ago, it would have been easy for me to ask around and pull a file. It'll be a bit more difficult now, I imagine. What's the worst that can happen? I should head to the police HQ and see what I can find. Let's try and... Nope, I can't go to the apartment. Or anywhere else, just the station. Alright, never mind then. I could have gotten more medication that might have helped. This is not going to end well. Oh shit, you've got to be kidding me. Funny, me and some of the other guys were just talking about you after practice the other day. Specifically, we were taking bets on how long it would be before you showed your face again. Shame. You coming here now cost me 10,000 yen. Not that it matters. Ever since you left, things are looking up for me. I won the last department kendo tournament, and I've been enjoying my promotion. Oh yeah, thanks for the new office, by the way. Oh, if only there was an option to have taken a shit in that office before we moved in. Anyway, non-active duty cops, or you, in other words, ain't allowed in HQ right now, so what do you want? I want you to piss off. Yeah, go to hell. I guess that's to be expected of someone who's had a breakdown or two, huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think that was private? Your little episodes? Hate to break it to you, but I saw your file. I still don't understand how Tanaka wound up with a crazy little thing like you. You know, you used to tell us about it. your little romantic escapades. Oh, all the juicy details, you fucking cretin. I'm sorry, did you think that was private too? The thing is, Ito, you were just another part of the talk in the locker room. Or did you think it was more than that? Get out of here, there's nothing for you. God's sake, can't do anything else. Yeah, threaten with violence. Oh, god damn! Hey, stop! What the hell do you think you're doing? Stay where you are, Tiara. You too, Saki. Yuri? Shit, you really are crazy as they say, you know that? If you think I'll keep this quiet, you're wrong. Shut up, Tiara. Saki, I need you to do exactly as I say. Sure, to whatever you say. Go and look up a file for me. What file? On March the 4th, 1996, there was a raid on a compound belonging to a cult called the Kamikai. Ooh. That's a bit better. I need a copy of the police report and anything else on record. It's going to take me a little while to run the search, so don't do anything too rash, please. Hell, you're serious, aren't you? Maybe you should put down that gun. We can talk about this. Two adults, detective to detective. Guess you don't see me as detective until a gun's to your head, huh? You always were lousy at dealing with people, Tiara. Shit. March 4th, 1996. I found it, I do, but I can't protect you this time, you know what I mean? Why would you do something like this? This isn't a Yamiato, I know. There's no way I can look the other way with this. You know that, don't you? I know. Copy that report to a USB and place it on the counter. Tiara, get down on your knees. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you if you stay put. No sudden movements. Don't try anything. Trust me, I know all the tricks a lot better than you do. I'm going to grab the USB off the counter and leave. That's it. Don't come after me, Tiara. So, you stormed into a police station, held a detective and a staff member hostage and stolen files. Exactly what outcome do you expect here? I won't come after you now, but someday the cops will catch up to you. Someday soon. Maybe it's right, of course. Bloody hell. There's no way I'm staying in free woman for long. How this will all end, I don't know. But I know it will catch me. I know how this department works too well. And its deficiencies. If I keep moving and don't stay in one place too long, I'll be alright. For now, at least. I've got what I came for. I need to move. Yeah, I agree with that. Get moving. Run. Surely the apartment's the worst place to go to. But fuck it. Who turned on the TV? Cat, was that you? Was it the cat that turned it on? I wonder. Let's have a look at the laptop. There we go. I don't know. No. I thought if I got hard evidence of something on paper, the confusion would go away. What I felt when I held the mask isn't supposed to be real. But 12 people died in that cult that had it. Venus mixed up in it somehow. It's a coincidence, it has to be. The historian talked about cults and rituals, but people in cults believe anything. But this doesn't explain what I've seen. Enough, I want the truth. I want to rest, and this only makes it more confusing. Keep going, have to keep going. It seems strange now, but it will find the truth. Find something, anything, find the truth. Make everything normal. There is truth in here. 2 kids and an adult got out. That matches what Takashi said. Why is the location of the cult's secret? It's all been covered up. They don't want me to find it. But I'll find the truth, one way or another. Professional. effects collected at the scene of the crime, including masks and several other ritual items. We consider the access cult known as chemical and deceased surviving members have been rescued. That didn't help me, did it? I want to play with the kitty cat. Before it's unclear, but it's obvious something terrible happened at the Kamikai campfire. No doubt the mask had a part to play in those 12 people's deaths, and one way or another, it found its way to Rena afterwards. She said she was searching for the door, which means her connection to it is no mere coincidence either. The collector said the path in the dark would never reveal itself unless I understood her past. The report is a dead end for now, but he gave me another lead, a talent agency called Omega in Greenwich. It's not a whole lot to go on, but maybe I'll find the connection I need to connect the dots. For now, all I can do is go to Greenwich and ask around. My sanity is dropping like a lead balloon. Professionalism's gone to unprofessional. Investigation's gone to focus, okay. And that's gone to stressed. Great. Yeah, take a pill. Pills the doctor gave me right on the table, so he left him. And impressed me about his health. I hate this pills, but I keep taking them for your sake. Gulp. That's the other thing, is your investigation goes down because you get like, because you get drowsy, so you get less. Oh, that bloody file was a complete waste of time, wasn't it? Oh, great. You know, I reckon now. The collector mentioned a talent agency by the name of Mega here in Konuchi with ties to Reina. Unless there's a big sign advertising it, which I highly doubt, I don't need to ask around but find it. Based on the dragon motifs and the general vibe around the building, I'd guess this place is no normal bar. Who knows how many other places around here the Yakuza would dip their fingers into. Police! Don't look at them! Don't look at them! Three faces in uniform that I don't recognise. But I doubt they'll have a hard time recognising me. The way they huddled around it hardly looks like they're doing much police work. More than a few violations probably pass under their noses, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone slips them a bit of cash on the side of it all. Cops like that probably wouldn't give me any trouble, and they definitely aren't going to blab to their superiors about seeing me in Kuwait. Ah, I see. Let's listen. Hey, hold up. Don't I know you? Who, me? Yeah, you. Unless you're hiring someone behind your back. Aren't you the detective whose face was all over the news a few weeks back? Yeah, that's it. How didn't I recognize you before? Hey guys, didn't someone from HQ come by and ask us about her earlier? Maybe we should call in. Hold on, did you? You really think that's a good idea? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not risking my job over some nobody detective. Yeah, well, call in the HQ and you might be risking more than your job, if you know what I mean. Here's right. Why should we stick her necks out when she hasn't even done anything wrong? Being on leave doesn't mean she can't talk around. She can't walk around, does it? I'm not referring you. I doubt I need to remind you boys what happened when you ruffled the wrong feathers at HQ. You guys can't be serious. Look, I'm not saying we arrest her, only you're going to piss off the wrong people, Joe. I don't know how much more obvious I need to be with you to get it. No one, not even the detective here, is worth bringing down her wrath. Especially right now. Things aren't exactly stable ground here since the Mifune family shake-up. I don't need a repeat of Officer Ono. Paid for promotion one day, and then some anonymous tip comes to the HQ that Ono's been selling a little dope on the side. He even got a gun to tie him to a crime scene. Ooh! Really? Interesting. Yeah, a gun that's mysteriously gone missing from the Netherlands. Do you think that story is true? Does it really matter if it is or not? The point is, he has too many questions around here, and now he's in jail. Some police we are held hostage by some woman. Screw it. Maybe you guys are right. Suppose if that guy from HQ asks again, we can say we didn't see any detective tonight. That's right. We didn't see you, and you definitely didn't talk to us, got it? Yeah, I get it. Being on the street around here isn't exactly an easy position to be in, huh? You mean at the bottom? Yeah, it doesn't give you a whole lot of options. Feels like I'm always stuck between HQ and all the other shit going on around here. I'm not sure which is worse, honestly. You read the papers, don't you, detective? You heard about the Mifune family, right? Yeah, I'm sure she has. And that's all you need to say on the subject. You never know who's working for who around here, so put a little. Listen, detective, whatever you think we are, and what you think goes on around here, it isn't so simple as good cops and bad cops. Remember that. Kimacho might not be perfect, but we do our best to keep the peace, right? Right. Like we said, we're trying our best to don't cause any trouble for us, and we'll return the favour by not letting HQ know about this. There's plenty scarier than HQ out there. That's for sure. Why don't you move along, detective? I think I'll do just that. Good luck, officers. Seems this club is pretty popular and it already has a lot of customers. Maybe joining Southern regulars and give me a good idea where to start looking for Omega. What the crap? I can't go any further. Shit. I better go into Omega then. Alright, that place is called Omega, but... Sure. Can I ask you something? Whoa. I wasn't doing anything. You're a cop, right? Nope, you've got me all wrong. I'm looking for a talent agency by the name of Omega. Why did you think I was a cop? Phew. Only cops ask that many questions right off the bat. Well, that and your costume had me fooled. You ought to be careful walking around like that. Oh, I got it. You're some kind of a foreman, right? What are you doing looking for Omega? Omega's a wash. You won't get any work from them. Worry not, sweetheart. I just so happen I work for one of the best agencies in town. We handle all types, models, performers, actors, you name it. Even a mature woman such as yourself will have no problem finding work through us. Oh, mature woman again. That is, if you're fine with, staying in costume. My lucky day. That's the spirit. Have a drink with me, babe. I'll get you signed up. I'm sure I can find work for you in no time. Well, like I said, I'm looking for Omega. A friend of mine recommended them, so it'd be rude not to talk to the leaks, right? If you ask me, your friend's got no taste. You shouldn't waste your time with those losers. No one's even seen the guys around for months. Well, the streets, they ran up a bit of debt with the wrong people, if you know what I mean. Anyways, you didn't hear that from me. You know where I am if you want real chance, babe. Ugh, don't call me babe. When the screens just went weird. Right, reloading that. Yep, good. Right, talk to this person. Can I ask you something? Yeah, sure. You don't need my permission. You heard of an agency around here called Omega? Omega? Nope, doesn't ring bell. Why? What's it to you? I'm looking for a missing girl. Missing her? Was she foreign? Working for a nightclub? Maybe working for some of the other, types of clubs? I don't remember asking your opinion of the girl. Only if you knew about the agency. Either way, answer the same. I don't know no Omega, and you probably won't find her even if I try. Even if I did. Girls go missing all the time around here. If you catch my drift. Care to be more specific? No, I don't. Don't think you delicate types could handle it. Let's just say not everyone is as nice to ladies in those places as I am, and leave it at that. Stir the pot with questions like that, and you're bound to end up in trouble. So, if you want help, go ask someone else. No, I'm not going to torture him again. Oh. Two more random people. Oh, can you spare me a minute? Whoa, how long you been standing there? Me? I just got here. What's he doing? Sorry. There was a big scary guy with a scar from a little before you. He acted friendly enough, but he made me feel a little uneasy. He kept asking me what I was doing here and if I wanted to go somewhere and have a drink with his friends. Honestly, I've been waiting for a good moment to duck out. I think you made the right decision by staying put, if you ask me. Have you ever heard of a talent agency around here called Omega by chance? Omega? No, never heard of it. I'm actually not ever in this part of town. A friend of a friend invited me out here for a few drinks, but she hasn't shown her face yet. It's starting to stink of some sort of weird setup. Anyway, I still have some pride, so I'm not going to tuck my tail and run just yet. Good luck finding that agency or whatever you're looking for, and if you see that guy I mentioned earlier, watch your back. Evening? You know anything about a talent agency called Omega? I heard they were based here. Are you insane? It's not like I'm asking you to take me there personally. What's the issue? You do know where you are, don't you? Omega ran up against some people. The same people who own this club. And they lost. The Mifune takeovers already racked up quite the body count, and I don't plan on being added to it. I'm not sure who you're working for, but you've come a bit of a sensitive time. If I were you, I'd turn around and walk out that door. Hell, she probably killed him too. Killed who? Him! You know, Hikashi, the owner of Omega. Everyone knew he owed the Mifune family a small fortune. The word on the street is that there's been a little spring cleaning of any disloyal retainers. Do I need to spell it out for you? Good. I've already said too much and you should stop asking around too. You never know who's listening. Well, that didn't help. I'm going to keep bothering people. Hey, do you know this area? What? I had a question about... What? Speak up! I can't hear you! The speaker's right there! You're gonna have to talk louder! I'm looking for an agency! You're looking for a vacancy? In what? No, and... You're what? I'm looking for information about Omega Talent Agency. Do you know anything? Whoa! You really shouldn't shout things like that around here. Excuse me, miss. We were hoping you might join us next door. Consider it an competition for an admirer. Besides, it's a much nicer venue than this dump. Yeah, in fact, we'd be happy to escort you. This is probably dangerous, but sure I'll go. Good answer. Follow us. Yeah, I don't like the look of that. Keep your hand on your gun. Welcome, come in. Let me introduce myself. I am Kasumi Mifune. I appreciate you coming by to talk. Your thugs didn't give me much of an option. The hell you think you are, calling me a thug? We're businessmen. You got that? Oh, I've got it all right. You don't think that dressing in a suit makes you any less of a thug. Say another word, you cop bitch. Enough! You said another word. You say another word, and I will make you wish you hadn't. Now, get out, both of you. Hey, welcome there, Crunchy Fried Games. Hey there. And sure, I don't mind you lurking. Have a good lurk. Yes, boss. My apologies. The quality of help you find these days isn't quite up to the standard that it was in my father's time. Wild dogs can be difficult to train, but they'll come around, even if I have to beat it into them. Sit down, relax. Can I get you a drink? Oh, it certainly is atmospheric. Yeah, why not? Sod it. Someone get her a glass and one for me as well. Why don't we skip the small talk and tell me why I am here? I'm getting to that. Seems you're a woman who doesn't like to waste time. Good. As luck would have it, neither am I. Let's get right to it. A short while ago, a couple of men downstairs ran up to tell me you, a cop, had walked past my bar and into one of my nightclubs. Yep. Yeah, I was going to say Crunchy Fried Games. This game is pretty interesting and very atmospheric. It's much, it's a point-and-click adventure game with 11 different endings to it. I'm not planning on streaming all 11 endings, as I'm sure you can understand, but I'd like to see what ending I get this time. And it all depends on what choices you make. Each choice, you know, cascades to a different option. So far, I've gone kind of Dirty Harry and shot a few people. Then I hear you've been sniffing around, asking about one of my investments. Investments? You mean Omega? Smart girl. Tell me, Ayumi Yaito, why is it that a cop is going around asking pointed questions like that? More curious still, not just any cop, but a publicly shamed cop on leave. A shamed cop who had a history of... how do they word it? Ah yes, a history of psychotic episodes. How do you know all that? We all have friends, Detective Ito. And then detectives are wandering around my part of the city. My friends tell me everything. I want to know. I'll let you off, Dirty Harry is definitely a good approach. Not really in this game, I don't think. It depends, I guess. There was some pervert bothering 16-year-old girls, so I ended up shooting him in the head because I just had enough of him. That, and it was the perfect way to stop him bothering that girl. After all, how else are you going to stop someone bothering people unless you kill them? Honestly, you don't seem all that crazy to me, so why you're after Omega? Let's say you piqued my interest. Sorry, look at us. You said no small talk, and here we are off in the bushes somewhere. Let's get back on this track, shall we? As you're not acting in any official capacity, it's safe to say that no one knows you're here, correct? No, I suppose they don't. In your position, I might have tried to lie, but I appreciate the honesty. It was a rhetorical question anyway. I know for a fact there's no one coming for you. Funny, you don't strike me as the stupid type, and yet you willingly entered a den of vipers. If you valued your neck staying on your shoulders, surely you wouldn't have done something so reckless. You wasn't feeling lucky then, punk. No, apologise. Good joke, good joke. You can skip the threats. If you wanted to do something to me, you'd have done it already. Plus, you're smart enough to know not to hurt a cop, even one in my position. Good, I like you. Given your prickly demeanour, I doubt you're working with one of my competitors, and you're definitely not here for your police biddies. Okay, I give up. I have to know. What exactly is it you want to know about Omega? I'm looking for this girl. Her name is Rena. I was told she was involved with the agency somehow. I want to know what happened to her. How very noble of you. Figuring that out might be a bit difficult, as I'm afraid Omega is an extremely recent acquisition. To get back farther, you'll have to talk to its president and former owner, a man named Ochi Higurashi. As it so happens, that makes two of us who'd like to have a word with him. Like bees in a pod, us two. Unfortunately, when he handed over the business, he became a bit, how should I put it, forgetful about his outstanding debts to us. And the poor thing is so scared of me that he's ignoring all my calls, probably thinking I'd do something awful to him if I found him. I can't imagine how he'd get that idea, can you? Maybe he'd prefer talking to the police officer instead of talking to me. I'm not some green recruit. I know how this works by now. What's the catch? You'd never tell me where he was and send me on my way for nothing. Of course I wouldn't. You'll have to prove that you can be trusted first. There's someone else I need you to talk to. A bit of a softer target than Higurashi. Pretty good deal, right? Everything you're looking for in exchange for one little job. Just the one job, right? Oh, don't make this more difficult than it has to be. You'll agree eventually, so why fight it? I know a lot about you. Top of your class and one of the best detectives on the force. You wouldn't have let something as pesky as moles get in the way of good information, would you? I've heard about you, Kasumi Mifune. Or more accurately, I heard a lot about your father. As you should. My father was a good man. It's not surprising you know more about him than me. That'll change soon enough. I won't be a footnote in his story much longer. My father always undervalued the power of information, but I really get to know the people I associate with. You, for instance. Everything you've done paints the picture of someone who's very determined and very desperate to find this girl of yours. Don't let other people tell you otherwise, Detective. I think those traits are a wonderful combination. However, it also means you don't have a whole lot of bargaining power right now. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. You can go home and quietly overdose on whatever medication they've got you taking instead. Furthermore, I could just refuse your request altogether, but that'd be so boring. We both need something, so let's help each other out instead. Do the job I ask, and I'll tell you what I know about little Higurashi. As I was saying, like him, there's another business owner in Akibara who is, unfortunately, behind on her payments as well. Such a shame too. I really wanted a straightforward relationship with this one. See, I help out with a few things, and in exchange she kicks back a little of her business. Sometimes we send over new contracts to renegotiate the terms of our mutually beneficial relationship. Sadly, she's neglected to sign the newest one. I'm a cop. Must be who's a debt collector. Do it yourself. Suspended cop? You can't parade your badge around as proof that you're some white knight anymore. Due to the recent transition of power, I can't do it myself just this minute. Dogs at Tokyo Police Headquarters are panting whenever me or any of my men are seen outside of Kuroichi. I'm not asking you to club someone's head in. I'm only asking you to give them a friendly reminder to keep up to date on their paperwork. Easy, right? Here, take it. Do this for me, and I'll feel a lot more comfortable giving out information about Omega. Also, I'll remind you, with your impending review, it would be unseemly if it got out that you were meeting the accuser, wouldn't it? Blackmail, huh? That's such an ugly word. And here I thought we were becoming friends. No, I'm just stating the facts of the situation is all. The business you're going to is a cat cafe in Akihabara. Oh. Kazu can give you the address on the way out. Wait, cat cafe or what? A cat cafe? What else would it be? Well, a cat cafe or a cat-made cafe. What? Are we talking about cats or people dressed as cats? Because a freaking cat cafe, actual cats, adorable, fluffy, precious cats. Why the hell would I invest in some student-made cafe? Cats, no cats. Damn it! Now I'm all worked up. Look, get the goddamn contract signed and we'll talk. Well, that's gonna be heartbreaking. Akihabara! I'm really acting unprofessional in this. Oh, also there you go. Oh, bloody hell, I've really lost a lot of professionalism. Shit. Going very unprofessional. I'm losing my sanity. My investigation's good though. I'm having real cats too. Oh, it is real cats. Don't worry, it is real cats. There's just two places like that, you know. One that's real cats, one that's cat-made cafe. But yeah, as you can see here, yeah, I'm corrupt. I'm a corrupt cop. Here's the cat-made cafe though. Let's enter for fun. Sometimes when I find my mind drifting off, it sails right into those fluffy pancakes. If I manage to get back to normal life, I'll eat nothing but cat-shaped pancakes for dessert the rest of my days. No way I could make them as good as they do here, though. Not unless I magically became a better cook. Whoops, got distracted by sweet pancakes. Need to go to the cafe and put the nasty business to rest. Or eat the pancakes! Oh, damn it. I was going to say the same thing. Here we go, an actual cat cafe. Here we go, pusses! Welcome back! I think Tomo remembers you. He must appreciate you all helping me feel better. Although I've had to stop deliveries of sashimi, even the smell seems to set off his bowels. Another quirk added to an already quirky character. Maybe it's a sign that you were right about the fish. Yeah, listen, we need to talk. There's the cat! The cat wants to talk! Aww! Sure, why the serious face? What's wrong? It's the cat, I can't take my eyes off it. It's so adorable! How exactly does the owner of a cat cafe get mixed up with the accuser? Huh? What do you mean? Damn it, cat! We don't need you now! I read something recently. You gave me a contract and named a sign. I read it and it seems like you owe them quite a bit of money. Why? I've been around this kind of stuff for a long time and I can't figure out how a cat cafe owes that kind of money. Money? Accuser? Wait, you're working for her? Why? I'm not working for anyone. All I've got is this contract and your name, and I want to know why. The truth is, this place isn't all above board. Or, it is, but it wasn't always. I didn't borrow money or anything that stupid. When I was setting up this place, I was just trying to stay out of home. The music here, the cat meows in time, yeah. There's a dating sim called A Perfect Date, and it's where you date cats, and it has music like this as well. So that's another weird one you might want to look out for. I was just trying to stay above water. But the building owner kept coming by to complain, and then these government types and health inspectors came knocking. I never realised how complicated opening up a place like this in Tokyo could be. All those rules and regulations. All I ever wanted was to help out the kitties and make people happy. Then she came by, someone who loved cats as much as I did. She offered to help me smooth things over with everyone. I mean, I saw the tattoos and everything, but I don't think you should judge people because of how they look. I still don't. There was no way I was going to stay open and keep my kitties if I didn't get help fast. So I accepted the offer, and things got better pretty quickly after that. The building owner stopped complaining, and all the permits fell into my lap. Maybe you think I was stupid, but most of the cats here would be stray or dead if I didn't get her help. For a while I thought I was saved by a guardian angel. After all, she loved the cats and was kind of funny to me. It's been quiet too. The business with Tomo's bowels was the first incident I've had in months. About 2 months after accepting her help, when I was closing up the shop, some men showed up with a contract like the one you're holding. They said it was for services rendered or something like that. It wasn't much at the time, so I signed it. I owed her a lot after all, and I was doing pretty well. Only they kept coming back, and every time they came back, they had a new contract. Every contract wanted more and more money. It's gotten out of hand. I can't keep up anymore. Kasumi won't even see me anymore to talk about it. You didn't really think you'd get a favour from the accuser for nothing, did you? I wasn't being greedy, I thought she was trying to help. Helping the only way she knows how. No, don't! No, the cuteness! Oh. This is a really dating sim where you date some neurotopic bugs. Please, you have to help me. The amount of money they've asked for is out of hand. I'm doing well for now, but if they got their way, I'd be out of business. You have to tell Kazumi, please. Tell her that if this place closes down, all these cats, there'll be no place for them to go. The poor kitties. They'd be put down. I can't support them myself. I don't think animal services would let them keep them. I couldn't live with myself if that happened. I'm begging you. Don't do this. I'll help. Damn it. Doesn't matter what I need from her. I can't make you sign this in good conscience. Hooray! I knew you would prevail in the end. Thanks. How'd you get mixed up with the woman anyway? I need some information from her. You should be careful. I don't know about her, but her thugs are dangerous. Last time they were here, I heard them talking about having to teach a girl from another cafe a lesson or something. Makes me feel sick thinking about it. What else would you have expected from guys like that? Breaking legs is probably all they're capable of outside of grunting and drinking. Call me naive, but I don't get how someone can be so two-faced. When I started seeing her face in the papers lately, I couldn't believe it. Surely that ruthless woman they were talking about couldn't be the Kasumi I knew, or so I thought. Guess it's like you said, a tiger can't change its stripes, right? Maybe so. At any rate, you should probably be more careful who to trust in the future. Sorry, I didn't mean to wrap you up with this. But thank you for not making me sign. So what's your plan? I'm not sure if I really have one. Maybe I can appeal to her kinder self. If she really is a cat lover, I'm sure she wouldn't want to see the little guys hurt, right? Oh no, I've really gone and got myself in trouble, haven't I? Maybe I should go instead. The contract was given to me, so I better deal with it myself. Plus, I get the impression that being confined by the cops hasn't put her in a great mood. I'm sure you don't agree, but I still think there's something good in her. Sometimes I can't help but wonder if she's doing all these... I wonder if she'd be doing all these things if she didn't grow up into that life. And all the kitties love her when she was played with her. Cats are such good judges of character. I somehow don't think her treatment of animals correlates too much with her treatment of people. I'm suddenly starting to feel a little queasy thinking about going back there without the contract. Tell me, what are you getting yourself into this time? You've really gotten yourself into one this time, haven't you? No point dwelling on it. You made your mind up and it can't run if you're debt collectors just because I'm in a tight spot. Cat! The cat has returned! Take care! Don't worry, my kitties are never wrong in judging a person's character. Yeah, sure, I think of something, but I need you to lay low and maybe close up shop for a while until I get things sorted out. That would be the smart idea, to be honest. Don't wanna piss the Yakuza off. Which is what I'm going to do now, because I'm going to come back and say, no, I didn't get the contract because she's a good person. Hey, what are you doing? Get back! Get back! The cat's following me. No, the cat's still following me. Honestly, little one, I don't want you to get hurt. Go home. Fucking cat. There we go. Hello again. Welcome back. I assume you took care of the nuisance for me? I didn't have her sign it. I couldn't do it in good conscience. Ruin someone's life like that. Let me explain something to you. If I give you something to do, you don't come back until it's done. What? You think you're some sort of moral crusader, helping out that little guy? What did she tell you anyway? That she was a small town girl who couldn't keep up with big meanies in Tokyo? Put it that way, I guess I do sound like I'm asking a bit much. Did she tell you about all the cats that kept escaping? Or the ones who wandered to nearby businesses? How about the heaps of trash that were piling up around the place? Ooh, stop the cat for good now. If it weren't for me getting people off her back and cleaning up that place, those cats would probably be dead by now. What we have here, detective, is a trust issue. You were too quick to take the other side because of who I am, or at least who you think I am. Pity. Kazu! Yes, boss. Take Ito outside and show her what happens when people disappoint me. Don't be too rough. I don't want to repeat it last time. Oh, and leave her face alone. I'd hate for someone to see a black eye and think she might be worthy of sympathy. Keep the jacket here. I like it. It's very chic. Did you know my friends tell me when all the police raids are coming? It's pretty handy, really. As a matter of fact, there's one scheduled for tomorrow. I'll be gone, of course, but if they were to find this jacket, well, who knows what they'd think. Would be a pity if someone recognized it. Kazu, escort her out. Good luck finding that stupid little girl. Yay, the cat's appeared! Interrupting cat. Detective don't know what to do. Hold on, Kazu. Who is this? He's, I guess he's a stowaway from the cat cafe. He is, huh? I see. I love him! There you go, she's not a cold-hearted bitch. Look at his squishy little face. I can't have a detective beating around such a cute little face. What's his name? Ben? Oh, I think his name is Tomo. Tomo? That's not much of a name for a man, is it? I should call you Mr. Marshmallow! About that blackmail beating. Oh, forget it. Really? Good. Alright, so lighten up. You're not a liability unless you start talking to your cop friends. And you wouldn't want that, would you? No, they likely wouldn't believe me at this point anyway. No, oh yes, a head of Yakuza had their heart melted by a little kitten. I'm sure they wouldn't buy that for a second. My thoughts exactly, so cheer up. How can you stay mad looking at these big eyes and those little feet? I look at you and I see a woman whose priorities are all wrong, Ito. You don't appreciate what you have. Only what you're looking for. That is, until you find it. But then what? What's left? That said, I was serious about one thing. If you talk to any cops about my business or about my affections for cats or anything like that, Kazu might pay you a visit to your apartment and pick up where he left off. But who wants to think about all the logistics of dismembering and disposing of a detective's body when you've got these little whiskers rubbing up against you? Sachiko was right. You do generally love cats. So why make her sign a contract that would end with her having to put the cats down? Sachiko isn't as perfect and cute as she seems. She might love her cats, but she has strange ways of caring for them. She owes me a great debt, and it's my right to collect it. If her cafe shut down, I'd make sure those cats have a home, though I can't say the same for their owner. This job is about tough decisions, not legal ones like you cops make. In my business, you have to sleep with your choices you make, not leave them by the door when you hand the case over to the courts. Mr. Marshmallow likes being picked up. Aww. He is pretty cute. I'm not sure if you meant for this outcome, but I have to say you have some guts coming back like this, like you did. I thought you'd be another pushover cop to keep in my pocket. I underestimated you. And in doing so, I've given you information on one of my weaknesses. It's funny, really. I spend so much time making sure I'm not seen as one of the weak women that all these men expect me to be, that I don't feel like myself sometimes. Something I'm sure you understand quite well. Tell you what, I'll let you have that one little weakness of mine. It's only fair. I know so many of yours, after all. In a different life, maybe we could have been friends. Kazu, stand down for now. Ito, consider yourself lucky. I'll let you keep your jacket tonight. Understood, boss. Alright, forget the cat cafe contract. I'll get one of my boys to deal with it later. What is it you wanted again? I want to speak to the mega company's president, Higurashi, about a girl assigned to his agency. That's right, our missing agency president, and one of his many projects. What a despicable little man. I'll tell you now, I had no problem taking control of the business from him. I left him as president to keep a few of his clients happy. Decision I regret now. No, where is he? Unfortunately, I'm just in the dark about where he disappeared to as you, I'm afraid. A deal's a deal, though. While you were out, I got an address to one of his old hideouts, and the code to get in. Ah, I know where this is. I can't guarantee you'll find anything there, but I said I'd tell you what I knew, and that's what I know. You haven't sent one of your stooges to check it out for you. Stooges. I like you, but don't push it. As I said earlier, me and my men can't afford to be spotted right now, especially in an area getting so much special attention. Special attention? Doesn't Karuchi get enough attention on its own? Karuchi is what it is, but this isn't Karuchi. This particular spot got its reputation and subsequently its extra police patrols a bit more recently. In fact, I hear there's still an ongoing investigation going on there. I hear you'd be intimately familiar with the area and the incident that happened there. Yep. My condolences on the loss of your partner, Detective Tanaka, by the way. All the papers are rushing to make you out to be incompetent, or worse yet, some sort of psychotic killer. Maddening, isn't it? My friends in the police headquarters say you two were close. That's no way to lose someone you love. I suppose it's not too much to ask what really happened. Was there really someone there that night? Thanks for the condolences, but what happened on that night isn't something I want to discuss right now. Suit yourself. Let's change the subject back to Hiroshi. It took a bit of digging to find the address. Seems he was keeping a second hideout in Shinjuku under a fake name. Now that we know where it is, he probably knows too. I highly doubt he'd be stupid enough to stay holed up in it long. But I also doubt he'd be smart enough to completely clear the place out before he left town either. There's probably something in there that would lead us right to him. Get what you want, then let Kazu know where the slime is so we can straighten him out. He'll get those fantasies of running away out of his head. The code of the door is 11235. It's the only key padlock on the street, you can't miss it. For what it's worth, I wish you good luck finding your little girl. But remember, you can't save them all, Ayumi Ito. Oh, and Ito, thanks for bringing Mr. Marshmallow to me. Being holed up in one place for the last few weeks can be a bit taxing. You know, I remember he loves fresh fish. Fresh fish, huh? Sachiko certainly does have an eccentric taste. Kazu, go pick up some sashimi. Right away, boss. Well, she is the boss. It's not like he's going to complain, is it? You know. Right. Oh, look! Hidden cat! Yay! I've probably missed a few, actually. Oh, there's another one there! Yay! Right. Anyway, now we're going to raid. Fine. Yeah, you can. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna think about ratings. I'm saying I'm hosting someone, but obviously I'm not. Let's see. I'm sure I'll find one in a second. Yeah, I see it's cool. You're not getting any unprofessional. Nope. I'm certainly not. Yeah, I've turned the volume down because it was getting really bloody loud. Streaming game that I'm hoping to play at some point. AI Song and Files. Yeah, here we go. Right, let's raid. Yeah, no, I was thinking it. Right. Alright. And everybody have a good night. Good night.